Hello everyone, this is for my fellow preschool teachers out there and preschool assistants because sometimes they do just as much in the classroom. And this is for a demonstration on how to handle some behaviors that you deal with in the classroom. We have all had those children who just like to refuse to do anything you ask them to. Just everything. The minute you ask them to do something, they're telling you no. That could be cleanup. Maybe there's a particular child every time it's time to clean up playtime, they tell you no, they throw the toys, they refuse to do it. Or maybe it's a table time activity, group work time. So you're asking them to do work, things they aren't necessarily, it's not really fun for them, but you got to practice those skills. You got to practice cutting, gluing, whatever. But every time they're just refusing to do it. They're telling you no every time. And you get into these little fights with them. It may even be, going to the bathroom. Believe it or not, preschoolers see it as a large demand to have you ask them, to go to the bathroom. You can tell they have to go so bad. They're wiggling, and you say, just go potty real quick and come back and play. And they're just like, no, and end up having an accident. Big mess. It's a whole ordeal. So I want to discuss on some ways that maybe we can handle these behaviors. Something that I have found works really great in the classroom is a first then card. For those of you who have not seen this before, there's just one box that says first and a second box that says then. And there are two little Velcro strips here. So I want to give you an example of a behavior you might be dealing with. Let's say it was free playtime. So your child, let's say his name's Justin, doesn't want to stop playing. He doesn't want to stop doing what he's doing, even though the next activity is going outside. And you ask him, Justin, it's time to clean up. We're going to go outside and play. It's going to be so much fun. And usually Justin loves to go outside, but really it's the fact that you've put a demand on him. You're telling him to clean up, that he just doesn't want to do it. And so a good way to simplify things is by using visuals for these children, because just like us, when we get told to do something that we don't want to do, we tend to start to get, and get asked that over and over again. We tend to get in a fight or flight mode in our brain. And when you're like that, you don't always think very clearly. And sometimes our brains can process visuals quicker than they can process words. So a great way is to use a first then card. So if, say, Justin's struggling with cleaning up, you would use a little cleanup visual that also has, Velcro on it, and you would put it on your first spot. And then for your then, you're going to use an outside visual. And you're simply just going to be you're going to show it to Justin, and you're going to point. You're going to say, first clean up, then outside. And you're going to walk away. You're just going to show it. You're going to walk away. Now, he's probably going to throw a fit. He might throw the toys. He's probably still not going to clean up. But you're going to walk away. You're going to give it a couple of minutes and kind of ignore him. If he still is not cleaning up, you're going to walk back over. And this time, you're not going to say any words. You're just going to point to the pictures. So he knows still you're expecting first clean up, then go outside. You're going to walk away again. He might still not be doing it, and instead he chooses to come line up. He realizes all the rest of his friends have cleaned up, and they're waiting in line to go outside. And he's realizing now, oh yeah, I want to go outside too. But he still doesn't want to clean up his toys. So he leaves the area without cleaning up his toys, and he gets in line with his friends. And you just walk over again, and you show him the card, and you don't say anything again. Just point, first clean up, then outside, and turn away. And he might still just stay in line and ignore you. And at that point, you're going to have your co-teacher walk out with the rest of them, and you're going to stay there, and he's going to realize, I'm really not going to get to go outside until I clean up. And he starts to get upset, and he might throw himself to the floor and start crying, and you just get down to his level, and you just say very calmly again, Justin, first clean up, then outside. Come on, I can help you. And more times than not, he's finally going to realize, she means business, or he. And he's going to go over, and he's going to clean up. And you can use this for any type of behavior. Let's say it's time for a table activity or work, and you'll just put, first table activity, then you get to play. The key with these first thens is to always have a good incentive as your then, you know. Give them something that they're willing to work for. That might be getting some time with their favorite toy. It might be, you know, like I said, usually going outside is a pretty good motivator as well. It could be that. Maybe, you know, you can get very specific with each kid. Maybe you have a kid who really loves to play with kinetic sand. I've had that in the past. And so I would tell them, you know, with a kid that had a hard time coming to do work, you know, first work, and then I have a picture of the sand on there so that he knows, you know, first we're going to do this, and then you're going to get to do that thing that you love to do. These first then cards are lovely. I love them. They help me so much with behaviors. You can even individualize these quite a bit too. On the back, I like to have a strip of Velcro, and I'll keep, you know, all the icons that I need to use. You know, like I said, if you have a kid who constantly deals with cleaning up, I'd always have cleanup on the back of there, and then a couple of motivating visuals, you know, the toy that he likes to play with outside, you know, whatever the next activity is going to be. And these come in great handy. So I strongly suggest you try these first then cards. They are very helpful for all children. Great for nonverbal children also who, you know, don't have words. Picture cards are great. So yeah, that is a first then card. I hope this helps you.